Good morning, y'all. Well, I got delivered in Tyler today, and I'm over here in Waco now, picking up a load, live load. And they are working me up. And I'm gonna get out of here and go down toward Houston. It's a beautiful day, and I'm hoping for a good day. I hope to deliver in Houston, pick up just south of Houston, and head toward Louisiana. Don't know how far I'll get, but so far so good. This is supposed to be a 2-hour load. I figured in for 3 hours just to make sure I had enough time. And he's already jumping in there. They got some potholes. I mean, this place is worse than some of the truck stops I've been at, let me tell you. And then when you're coming in here, the deadgum interstate ramp is closed off. They rebuilding the whole thing. So I had to go around a little subdivision over there and get turned around and come back over here in this other little subdivision, city streets. And anyway, all said and done, I found it. When the ramp is open, it's going to be real easy to get to. But right now, it's a pain in the booty. I had to come down a no truck road to get here. I do not like that. Anyhow, Waco, Texas, here we is. Later. Well, I got loaded. That's one heck of a load rate right there, don't you think? 46,000 pounds. I'm over here in Houston at this little truck stop. They got a cat scale. I'm finna go in there and see what the damage is. I will show y'all in 3, 2, 1. Well, look at there. 78,360. 33, and right at 12. I couldn't have done it no better. I guessed where to put the axles, because this place where I got this load, they keep it all the way at the back. So I guessed about where to put it. Figured I was going to be over gross, but I'm not. Woohoo! So I'll be headed straight on to deliver in the morning. Later, y'all. Howdy, folks. I am coming at you from a Love's truck stop somewhere in the continental United States. I was going to show y'all I am loaded, and I have a decent weight to head up toward Kentucky. Also, this $426, woo! That is my service charge for Speedco. Yes, Speedco. $426. We're going to try something right now while I got y'all on the horn. We will turn off the truck. Alright. Turning it on. We're going to wait a few minutes. Well, not a few minutes. A few seconds. And we're going to start it back up. And I'll tell y'all. Listen. Well, by golly, he got it right. Every time I go to gall darn Speedco, they cannot get my prime done right on my truck. We turned it and turned it and turned it. He pumped on it, and we turned it. What you're supposed to do on these Freightliner Cascadias is you got to prime it on the pump under the hood. I mean, he had this contraption hooked up to my fuel tank and to the deadgum little thing over there. Anyway, when we went to crank it up, it wouldn't crank. So we had to prime it out there under the hood like you're supposed to. And he says, well, I guess we gotta prime it. No crap, Sherlock. Anyhow, so he goes to priming, and I fire it up after a few dozen turns. And it finally fires up, and I floor it. Well, I don't floor it. I only bring it up to about 1,500 RPM. Yeah, usually right up in here is where I bring it up when I crank it back up, because from every time I've done it, when I do that, it seems to help it primed properly to where it don't turn and turn and turn before it cranks. Also, he pumped it a few times down there whenever we crunk it. He still pumped it a couple more times. That helps get the air out of the system, I reckon, because right now it crunked good. But over there at the Speedco, it did not. Now, also on my front axle, I think the plug, the little vent plug was stopping up on it, because on the bottom I have a little wetness on right below a bolt. And also in the front of the chunk, there's a pretty good bit of grease coming out of the front of the chunk. So Miss Patty down there at the Speedco in Hammond, Louisiana, she got under there, she wiped it all clean, and she put my vent plug in, and we also put a new drain plug because the other one was kind of iffy, so we went ahead and changed it out, and I got a new vent plug back there. And hopefully, because that oil gets so hot in that rear end, them gases are extreme, so that new vent plug should help. It has helped on the other one. I haven't had any more issues out of it. And as long as you can take the top and jiggle it, it's breathing. And they allow a lot more air to pass through them than the other one did. So let's cross our fingers that solves my rear end leak problem, because if not, I'm gonna have to go get that front chunk cover took off and new seals put on, and that don't always hold up. But I'm fixing to go home for the next few hours and leave out tomorrow, going to Kentucky, which I probably won't put this video up until I'm already traveling. But that's my spill today. I'm loaded. Can't tell you what I got. Can't tell you where I got it. Can't tell you where I'm parked. But I am loaded. Oh, Lord. One day I won't be working at Schneider. One day I'll have my own authority. Who knows what the future holds? Schneider might pay us more one day, because there's a lot of people leaving, going to Traveloco. They're going loco for Traveloco. I just don't, I'm not ready to jump right now. I'm comfortable, and I'm building up some money. I'm going to build up a good bit of money before I ever think about jumping. Well, I think about it every day, but we're going to build up a good bit of money before I actually jump or put anything in motion, because I do like the program. It is super easy. And my temperature's only showing 93 out there. You see, I only got 7.1 on this tank of fuel. God darn it. I had some heavy loads. Okay, I've talked y'all's ears off enough. I'm fixing to go home, and we'll see y'all later. Bye! Hello, everybody. I'm in Ephesians today. So many great messages in Ephesians. We have children of light, walk not as fools, instructions on marriage. So many of us need that, but I'm not going to touch on that today. Instructions to children, not going to touch on that one. I could go on for hours in those areas because I've studied them relentlessly. The armor of God, I could go on about that one. But since this is going on my YouTube channel, to whereas our focus is work and our job as truck drivers and owner-operators, we will be focusing today on servants and masters. Servants, be obedient to them that are your masters, according to the flesh, with fear and trembling, in singleness of your heart, as unto Christ. Not with eye service, as man-pleasers, but as servants of Christ, doing the will of God from the heart. With good will doing service as to the Lord and not to men, knowing that whatsoever good thing any man doeth, the same shall he receive of the Lord, whether he be bond or free. And ye masters, do the same unto them, forbearing, threatening, knowing that your master also is in heaven, neither is a respecter of persons with him. Woo! Let me tell you, when we approach our jobs as if we are working for the Lord, it puts a whole new light on the things that we do day to day to make money. Ask yourself this: if you were going to work today And your job was to clean Jesus' house. How clean would you clean Jesus' house? You were going to wash Jesus' car. How clean would you clean his car? I'm telling you, I would scrub it, I would vacuum it, I would work my tail off with a smile, knowing that I'm working for the Lord and not wanting him to be upset with me. That is what the Lord is saying here. He wants us to approach our jobs and work as hard on our jobs as we would for him, so that others can see how hard we work and know that we have that fire of salvation burning inside of us, wanting just to let everybody know how wonderful it is. And as with bosses, y'all need to approach your employees, not letting them run over you. You have to be firm but fair. You don't let your employee dictate to you, the boss, what you're going to do. Would Jesus allow someone worshiping him to tell him what is right and wrong? No. We're not worshiping you as a boss, but we're not supposed to tell you what to do in your business either. We all need to approach each person that we cross today, whether it is an employee, whether it is our boss, our spouse, our child, a complete stranger. We need to approach these people like we're approaching the Lord. I mean, we need to let his light shine through us. It's hard to even think that we should work like we're working for the Lord. If he wants you to go pick his strawberries, how many strawberries you gonna pick? You're gonna pick more strawberries than you've ever picked in your life, because you want to please the Father, as we should want to please our bosses. I'm not talking about bowing down and kissing their toes, people. I'm talking about doing them a quality job for a quality wage. Even if the wage is not a quality, I mean, we need to do the best that we can. I'm over here, I'm looking at these other these other sections of study in Ephesians, and there are just some great stuff in here. I mean, giving thanks always for all things unto God, for the Father, in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Giving thanks always. That don't mean just when things are good. That don't mean when things are just bad. That means always. Good and bad, give thanks to the Lord. He did not even have to give us the breath in our lungs. But not only does he give us the breath in our lungs, he gives us the clothes on our back, the roof over our heads, the shoes on our feet, the food's in our belly. God helps you get everything. He gives you everything. Respect him. Pray. Ask him for leadership and guidance. And he will bless you and you will increase. God bless y'all all. Bye.